you believe in ghosts? We're about to visit a graveyard in Graves County that has many spooky stories, monuments that are said to move at night, and ghosts that are wandering looking for murderers. Oh, hi, Matt. Let's go visit Maplewood Cemetery and the Woolridge Monuments.
Well, this is an old cemetery that's been here since the 1800s. And of course, there's a lot of unusual grave sites here that make good conversations. The Woodridge Monuments is called the strange procession that never moves. And all of the monuments were built by a man named Colonel Henry Woolridge. He moved here when he was about 21 years old. He moved to South Graves County. And when all of his family died, he moved to Mayfield. And that's when he started building these monuments. Each one is to commemorate a family member, his mother, his sisters, his brothers, and 2 nieces. Also his horse, his dog, a deer. The interesting thing about some of the monuments is the monument of Colonel Woolridge standing at the lectern was carved in Italy of Italian marble, and the top of his crypt was Italian marble also. The rest of the monuments were carved in Paducah and some in Mayfield. The one of Henry Woolridge on his horse, and his horse's name was Fob, was brought to Mayfield by a railway car, and the car was coming to Mayfield. The town drunk got behind Colonel Woolridge and rode to town in style. It's one of the nieces said to him, "Uncle Henry, instead of spending all your money and time on those monuments, you ought to be worrying about where your soul's going when you die." And he said, "Well, I don't know where my soul's going, but my body's going to the cemetery." An odd thing that, at least I think it's odd, is there's no statue of his father. His father died before they moved to Graves County, but it's kind of odd that every member of his family, and including his animals, were memorialized, but not his father. In '09, we had an ice storm, and a big tree fell on those monuments. And none of the women's monuments were damaged, but they knocked off the colonel's head on 2 of them and injured the animals, and sold, and it was rebuilt. And about 2 years ago, it was finished. Another interesting monument is the Angel Rock. And the angel is standing there, and she is holding a bunch of grapes. And over the years, all the grapes but one have fallen. And legend has it that whenever that last grape falls, the world's going to come to an end. Well, her husband was shot by his deputy, and she was appointed sheriff in his place, and then she was elected sheriff. And so that's unusual, especially in those days, for a woman to be elected any kind of office. But legend has it that at night her husband is going all through the cemetery trying to find the man who murdered him. But he never finds him. We have one grave where 11 people are buried in the same casket in a place called Hickory Grove, which is north of here. People were at a dance and they went out to get a breath of fresh air, and they saw a glow in the sky. and they knew a house was on fire. And the time they got there, not one person was alive in that house. Well, they couldn't get anybody to get the ashes up to bury them, so they hired a man. He came and shoveled the ashes in a wooden coffin, and they were buried here. There's a lot of ghost stories about the cemetery, and it's things people are interested in. You just can't ever tell when Henry Woolridge is going to be riding his horse up and down these little streets. It might be a little spooky. I wouldn't come out here tonight. Would you?